All right, guys. So, had some people ask me, what is it like to bring uh, your partner, your wife, now into the life here in America, like with the other family members, and what has changed with me as her husband. Well, honestly, I can tell you that one, there's a huge difference in the things that they do, the way that they think. Um, and if anything, that has changed me as a person for the better. Um, their values, their family values, their beliefs, things that they believe when it comes to family and relationships. And man, I got to tell you what, man, this comes from the bottom of my heart. My wife, when when her and I have met 4.5 years ago, she just grabbed a hold of me like you have no idea. I mean, just you could you could tell just talking to her just how sincere and pure her heart really was for me. And I've never, honestly, I have never dealt with that sort of thing. I've never encountered that sort of thing with any other woman. I can tell you that um, very loyal. They are very loyal to their relationship, to their marriage, to their partner. Um, it's listen, y'all. It's just the way they were brought up. It's all that they know. A good example, like when you are with somebody and you commit yourself to that person, like say in the Philippines, and the two of you become husband and wife. You get married. Well, in the Philippines, they don't have divorces. So the person that you married, it's for till death do you part. They do not have divorces in the Philippines. They do not believe in that. They believe in the true value, the value of a relationship um, from the heart, and there are situations where you can have an annulment if it's a situation where the man or vice versa, whatever, is beating on his partner, then maybe that's possible. But it takes, for any kind of annulment, it takes a very, very long time. I know of some people in the Philippines that needed to get an annulment, and it took 12 years, y'all. 12 years to get that. But back to what I was being asked. When my wife, it all started when we were talking online. Um, Now, my wife stole my mom's heart, my sister's heart. I got three sisters. Stole their hearts right away, and you know, she's just very pure, very honest, very real. Okay, it's very real. And for me, here I am over 8,000 miles away here in the States. And honestly, I never ever imagined having a relationship or to find my wife on the other side of the globe. So, you just never know what God has in store for you. And, you know, it's not like one of those things where I went online and I was searching internationally for a relationship. It wasn't like that. Just happened this way. So I can honestly tell you that my wife is, man, she is everything in the world to me. She is the most amazing woman. Very, very pure. She has a very pure heart. She's just so kind and generous towards others. And the way that she thinks she doesn't look down on people. She respects everybody's opinions. Um, it's just the way that they're brought up, y'all. Okay, it's. Uh, I don't really know what more I can really say. I mean, I am just one happy fella, man. I am super happy to have her in my life, to have her as my wife, my partner. Um, I would not. How do I? Well, I've been asked, how do you compare your wife, a Filipino, or for any other culture? I don't know other than just Filipino. But how do you compare? How would you compare? How do you compare your wife to like an American woman? Uh, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one because not all American women. Uh, I, I gotta watch what I say. Honestly, I can't. Um, there are some really nice American women that make great wives, and then you have those that are not. You have those that just want more and more and more from you. It's never enough to, you know, to be at a certain level in your life or your relationship. It's got to be more. Um, I don't know, man. I haven't. This is, in my opinion, this is a God sent gift for me. And I can't honestly compare her to anybody else because um, I just can't. So I just know their family values, the way that they think. She has brought things into my life. She has actually changed the way that I see a lot of things. Uh, Here in the States, okay, here in America, I got a pretty good life, okay? And then when we go and visit overseas, we go back to the Philippines and I see you know, the people that are in need. It just rips your heart out of your chest. You try to do what you can to help people, but you know, we both know that here in the States, we have a pretty good life. We work very, very hard for what we have. And, the other thing too is, man, is a lot of people have made comments and said, well, she's just here for the money. Well, you know what? Everybody has their own opinion. People can say whatever they want. Um, doesn't really matter. What matters is our relationship, how we feel about each other, and we continue to grow as a husband and wife. And that's really all that matters, y'all. So, as far as bringing a different culture into, like, per se, the American lifestyle, it was exciting for me because there's things that my wife wanted to see that I was I was more than willing, and I was probably more excited than her to help her to be able to see these things. Um, overseas, like in the Philippines, you only see things on TV, or you may see it in a newspaper. But to actually be here to experience it, it was exciting for me to be able to take my wife to different places. And I'll give you an example. When we September 11th, when that happened, that was seen all over the world. Okay, and my wife had told me that, well, she just basically seen different things on TV. Well, where we live, we don't live that far from where Flight 93 hit the ground. So we have gone there several times, and it was exciting for me, plus sad, but it was exciting to take her to where this particular plane had hit the ground. And we had gone to the memorial and other places like Washington D.C. So listen, man, they are amazing, and I'm not saying that people don't get into relationships from other people overseas, and it turns sour on them, because it can happen. It can happen. Um, but I think that you can pick up on certain things, like when you first start talking. After a certain amount of time, I think you can tell whether or not this is pure, or whether or not this person may be trying to, you know, just trying to get here to the States for a particular reason. So, listen, man, I'm just floating on clouds with my wife, and I'm just forever grateful to have her with me. And I thank God, I thank my family, I thank her family for believing in me and understanding. Um, so, not only does it affect, her, but it affected her family as well. It took them a while to adjust to having their sister or their daughter to not be around, to see her just on, you know, Skype or FaceTime or whatever. So, as far as the culture itself, it is a wonderful, wonderful culture. And I love the fact that my wife has a pure heart, and she's just very loving, and just about everybody here loves her. She's just that kind of person where you just gotta love her. So I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. I really don't know what else to really talk about, other than the fact that uh, I'm just one lucky guy. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all have a great day, and